Hey everyone. So I'm an athletic director, and the first part of my paper summarizes the entire essay pretty well. So here we go. Um, Being an athletic director is one of the greatest and most rewarding jobs in education. I am drawn to work in the field of education because I value academia and desire to see students succeed in their studies. Further, in particular, student athletes are not only held to a high academic standard but must compete in athletics, forcing them to prioritize, balance, and ultimately develop as young men and women. While education is valued, athletics is also highly esteemed. Athletics is incredible. There is so much more than winning games and competing for trophies. Many student athletes may focus solely on winning, but the things learned and experienced throughout their career are beyond winning and losing. These athletics, these athletes generally need to maintain a 2.5 GPA, uphold various behavioral standards, and also develop in their particular sport. Challenges can arise from the stress of being a student athlete. However, when trials come about, what you do in the midst of those difficult times can create the greatest growth as an individual. Christianity is foreshadowed here. The Christian plays for the glory of God, knowing that there is something greater than winning games. Moreover, Christians recognize trials and know that these could be the most sanctifying times in one's life. Christian athlete or not, a similar mentality is demonstrated. This is what attracts me to athletic administration. I get to work with young student athletes who compete for something greater than sports. Again, whether they know it or not, athletics is more than competition. It could potentially be one of the greatest moments of vulnerability and growth he or she will ever experience. There are many things that have drawn me to the rewards and challenges of athletic administration. As previously mentioned, one of the greatest rewards is witnessing a student athlete succeed in the classroom and compete on the court. This brings a challenge. How can I, as an athletic director, encourage and construct a program that will enable students to compete at the highest level and also maintain a 2.5 GPA? I love this because both education and athletics are highly respected fields, so the process behind this sparks motivation. And then lastly, there are many personal goals and other things I hope to achieve as an athletic administrator. One of my short-term goals is to continually refine my personal philosophy of the athletic program. As a young administrator, I recognize I have a lot to learn. Thus, I seek to educate myself through personal studies and reach out to collegiate administrators to grow in developing my own personal philosophy of athletics. A long-term goal is to be a university athletic director. I know this may seem far-fetched, but I am driven and I know it will happen. I have began networking and have had a couple of other junior high and high schools in the Orange County area contact me in order to create an athletic program for their school. Things such as this create more experience and enable me to get to the next step in athletic administration.